Welcome to the Political Ransom channel. Today I got my girl with me.
Yes, I'm Jay Mack from the Chill Out J podcast, and welcome, of course, to all of my viewers and watchers as well. Got said with me from the Political Ransom channel. So y'all seem to enjoy the last one, so let's run it back up.
Oh yeah. Hey, if y'all can hear us, put a one in the comment section. If you cannot hear us, put a two in the comment section. I'm doing something different tonight, so I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets to hear everything clearly and how they supposed to. So we're gonna start. We're gonna let Jay take it on because this her show. She want to talk about the ratchetness that's been going on that she been seeing. So we're gonna let her strike it up.
Man, look, so my homegirl Jasmine, and shout out to you, Jasmine, because you know I don't have a lot of homegirls, honey. So anytime I have girlfriends, I cherish them. And we all a group of baddies around here. So she sent me this video. She'll do this from time to time. She'll send me some stuff that she's seen on like Facebook or maybe like TikTok or something. She's like, girl, you have to respond to this. And this is my first time really getting around to doing it. So this one is for you. So this young lady basically was making a video. Now, judging by what she says, it sounds like she's making a response video to something else that she said. And admittedly, I don't know what she said in the first one. But in this video, she's talking about how basically, people should expect her to have, children because she's pretty. And like you think a woman like as pretty as me just doesn't have kids, doesn't come with kids. And it just goes to show like how crazy you would have to be to think that you being pretty is synonymous with you having children. What about all the pretty women that don't have children? And no shade to Shorty, she wasn't even all
She wasn't. She wasn't that cute.
Like that now.
She wasn't that
like,
cute.
You think a girl as cute as me wouldn't have kids? Like, what am I supposed to get out of this?
Right. I'm gonna say this, and Jay said it to me, and I told her I've been in a situation where I tried to baby mama a baddie. Now, from where I'm at now, that was a stupid decision because I look at that same person today. That same person is literally not doing anything with their lives. And I could have been out here on child support. I could have been crying like DDG. I could have been just in so much turmoil if I would have baby mom with her, and she probably would have made my life a living hell because she was a little psycho. They say a lot of pretty women have issues mentally. What you
Now
think?
that part might
Well, that's what they say. A lot
be a
of
little crazy. But I think that's just because, like, for instance, all jokes aside, if you are a conventionally attractive woman, it is a good chance that you are used to getting your way. You're used to people, saying doing things for you, whatever. So just imagine that exacerbated by you being her child's father. Like
right,
she gonna try to always play victim, get things to go
which
how
is
she wants it to
sad.
go. And it is sad. But I'm definitely glad you did not make that decision. And shout out to her son, shout out to anybody, my loyal viewers, any of my moderators who join in. It's a Friday, you know what I'm saying? Let's turn up.
Let's turn up. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. And make sure y'all subscribe to the Political Ransom channel and the Chill Out J podcast channel. So the video we finna play right here is what Jazz was talking about. Let's go. Y'all let us know if y'all can hear us.
Y'all think I'm gonna look this pretty and not have kids? Y'all think y'all the only one that's ever approached me and wanted to like be with me? No. I have 7 kids for a reason. I have 4 baby daddies for a reason. You just don't get a pretty girl like this that don't have all these kids. I'm not asking you to take care of my kids. I said take care of me. In the video I said get my nails done. I need a new oil change and stuff like that. I never said take care of my kids. I get 2,100 in food stamps. My kids not hungry. My kids have Medicaid insurance. They good. I'm talking about me.
Go ahead.
Every single thing that we always are talking about, she is the literal embodiment of. First of all, I can tell by that neck, she ain't fit, and I ain't the smallest. But I'm just saying,
She not fit.
She
She got 7 kids though.
Hey, maybe the weight came from the kids, but I don't know. She kind of just give me I eat hot dogs whenever I feel like 5. And then she got this bright red Dorothy from Wizard of Oz hell.
She do.
And I'm thinking, okay, now, and my boyfriend was just talking about this, and you know how Derek is. He's so mild mannered.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I really wish black women would just stop with the outrageous colored hair. Like he's like, a little blonde or something like that. Like that's cool, but that bright firecracker red stuff and them blues and purples and greens and
Well, they're not gonna stop it because she got 7 kids and all the baby daddies. So they're not gonna stop it because they still get rewarded for bad behavior.
Oh my God,
So
yes.
that's the issue. But then I can kind of understand her logic because just the way I thought about, baby mama and a bad bitch, I think other men feel the same way. Now, where she's from, she probably might be like from a small town,
And she
or
could be one of the more attractive
right. That's what I'm
women.
saying. So she might think, in her surrounding area that she's a bad chick. But most metropolitan cities, she's a 5 at best. At best, like she got her edges a little crusty, like she got a lot of baby hair. Like when it comes to the point, like baby hair's supposed to be thin, cute shit. It's just a lot of just gel on the side of your head with your hair packed down. That just makes you look like a wet dog. It doesn't.
And then like it also looks so fake.
Right.
Like you said, baby hairs are supposed to be wispy and soft. And honestly, a lot of black women don't have them because our hair, like we wouldn't have them really naturally because our hair is just thicker and
Right.
coarser. Like it's more so like I think of like Latina or mixed girls that would have like
Hair
more
like
natural
that.
baby hair.
Right.
But I feel it that you want to try to force yourself to look like something you don't, but it look a mess. Is the point.
It
And
does.
to Sid's point about her being a 5 anywhere else besides where she probably lives. See, her first mistake was overvaluing her attractiveness. And black women do this all the time. Like I understand, yes, you should have confidence about yourself. I tell you people that all the time. Your confidence is gonna always be your best asset, but don't let your confidence turn to cockiness or delusion, which is what this girl has done because
She's
she
delusional.
sincerely thinks that the fact that she has all these baby daddies is some sort of like
Badge of honor, yeah.
Like oh look at me, like all these random dudes skeet in me. Like that's basically what you're saying.
But she's just a cum bucket at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like,
That's what it shows. But at the same time, I'm gonna ask you on the flip side. I've been seeing a lot of memes that go around that says women judge men that don't have kids. Would you judge a man that didn't have kids?
No, I'm telling you, anybody that says stuff like that, these people be crazy. We are living in crazy times. Let me tell y'all. So me and Stan did a video last week, and we talked about. See what's going on Facebook. Look, honey, I ain't said nothing about her being fake. I said the edges was a mess and they was. So,
right.
But anyway, but if hey, look, thank you because I've never seen that person's name before, so that means my video is getting in the algorithm.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's just like we made a video the other week talking about how there's a rise of black conservatism and how black people would rather you be an atheist than be a Trump supporter because they act like that's like the worst thing you could be. And honey, do you know folks been dragging us in them comments, honey? So we already know that people are dealing with the IQ of room temperature water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just too. Sometimes these messages are just gonna go over some people's heads.
They said a goldfish have more attention span than most people.
Yes, at this point.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Y'all can't pay attention. You can't think. You can't use inductive reasoning. Look, black and conservative don't go in the same sentence. Don't even know that black people was conservatives and Republicans before they were anything else.
We have people that comment like that. I'm gonna put her comment on the screen.
Yeah,
most people that comment like that really aren't educated that well. Most people don't understand that a lot of like even the Republican Party was started to combat the racism of the Democratic Party. Most black people don't even know the KKK was started by the Democratic Party. Most black people just think, like I said, and when LBJ said, I'm gonna have these niggas vote Democrat for the next 200 years, these niggas still are voting this way. We will literally see a man and his child get gunned down at a car wash. I have not seen not one black person call that coon shit. I have not seen one black person talking about we finna go march. I've not seen one black person do anything that it was doing for Black Lives Matter or rioting, tearing up anything. But when you say you're a conservative, now they got all these slanderous words to use like this, and they use the same words that white people use against us. The same thing. Y'all are nothing more than just racist white people. That's
blackface.
in blackface. Y'all are nothing more than racist white people in blackface. And it's sad to say, and it's sad to see that so many people, and it really is be the black women. We be letting black women control our community, and they have this ideology and this thought. It's sad that we think that numbers is a strong thing, but only when it's come to black women, y'all can vote 92% and show y'all don't have no power at all. And it's getting sad, and it's getting repetitive, and it's getting redundant at this point that we still have black women controlling the black community.
And running it into the ground. And like I said, from a clip that I took from our video from the other day is actually done very well. A lot of people were agreeing with it, but guess who mostly was agreeing with it? It was black men.
Yeah.
When I was talking about how black women have basically kind of run our communities into the ground, and one way that they have is because they perpetuate racism.
Yeah.
Whereas men are not always the ones trying to rile up some sort of racist diatribe all the time. Like,
right.
Men are kind of like, look, what's the problem? It's one of two things. Either y'all are going to try to work together to a common goal, or you'll realize that these people don't F with you and you're just going to leave it alone. You're not going to sit around and beg for their acceptance, beg for their, you know what I'm saying, all this type of stuff. But the women do that. They want to be accepted by white people so badly. And I think it's pathetic. If anyone is a coon, it would be the people who operate like that.
I agree. And this person just said a lot of black men are ruining the community. That's just true. Truth be told, no, black women are ruining the community.
Who's
because
the black men
right,
about?
black
been raised by just women for the last 50 years.
Right, and that's the thing, and everybody knows is black women run the black community. So nobody argues this.
In a bad space, it's because of the women. Like, the women literally run the community. The men have no say. The second they try to come and say something, have some opinions or whatever, you do exactly what you're doing now. You try to shun them and shame them, call them names. What Kevin Samuels used to call it, sign language.
Yeah.
Shame, insult, guilt, and
need to be right. And this person said that's because they keep leaving. This is how you know this is a person that has a low IQ. And the reason I'm gonna say that is most of the women aren't in relationships, aren't in marriages. A lot of y'all are getting pregnant by dudes that don't plan on staying with y'all whatsoever, anyways. So you can't say black men are leaving when y'all aren't requiring them to stay with marriage.
Oh, cute. Black men have the highest divorce rate. Do you know who initiates divorces at the highest rate?
Women do.
So if black men are mostly married to black women, then it would stand to reason that it's black women initiating
all the divorces, right? So that, like I said, this person is a person that's not well educated, and it lets you know that a lot of black men believe in marriages because black men are twice as married as black women. Black women are the least married group in America. Nobody wants to deal with them. Today, I went to Chick-fil-A, got my kids something to eat, and this black lady was serving this white man, and she had an attitude, and the white man said, "What's her name? I'm gonna report her." And it's like, it's so bad to the point that in America, people don't want to be waited on by black women, or they don't want to serve black women.
I sure don't want to work for
one. Right. And even so much so, y'all can think I'm joking when I say this. There's also a meme that was going around that was saying, if you're a black woman, y'all feel the same way about working under black women. Like, it's the hate between black women and each other. So like I said, this person that's in this comment section that want to be seen so much, low IQ, probably never been married, don't know anything, don't know any history. Go back and sit down. Don't know any history, don't know what's going on whatsoever. So that's why I say, when ruining, y'all don't require black men to stay with marriage. Marriage is the only thing that, when I know as a man that other men have these conversations, I think that you are a special woman to marry, to take your hand in marriage. We do stuff out of order in the black community. We try to get, it's baby mama, baby daddy. Then now you want to get married. Now you don't want the stigma or the societal pressure to be called a baby mama. Now you want to put all this pressure on this man. No, you've been in the box of being my little whore or my little side chick or you, whatever you're going to be, and I just happen to get you pregnant. No, I'm not going to marry you. No, I'm not going to stick around, because I wasn't planning on sticking around anyways.
And as much as we don't like it, and this is serious, I don't like the fact that there are so many broken homes, but at the end of the day, a man doesn't have to be with you to be a good father.
Right.
Son. Of course, we know that's an ideal situation, but like Sam mentioned, y'all are the ones that let I don't know if you just joined in, Jay, which I really wish you had a different name, but anyway. I don't know if you just joined in, but the video that we responded to was a girl talking about how basically it. Oh, my mic is low this time. No. Okay. Basically, that is some sort of badge of
Push
honor.
the thing in the back. This little silver part. He said it's going out. Yeah, push it. Just push it in. I don't know if it got left. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there is some sort of badge of honor that she has 7 kids and 4 baby daddies. Like, that is completely insane.
Hold on. So I want to address this. She said, but yet black women are the most educated out
Oh
of
my-
black men.
Did
What?
somebody put you up to this?
This got to be trolling,
This
and
is like all of our talking points.
this got to be somebody trolling at this point. But you know, these are talking points, and we think that these are internet conversations. No, these are real conversations that real black women are having with other black women to put themselves on pedestals, when in fact they're not that smart, because they. First of all, the most educated group of people are white women to this day. Like, you can look it up. Secondly, black women are the most enrolled. I know too many black women who've been to school and just became an AKA and a Delta and got the fuck on out of school. They was more concerned about getting some Greek letters on their back more than they cared about a degree. Then they always talking about this talking point. I see this talking point all the time on TikTok. My degree intimidates black men. Like, nobody's intimidated by your degree. Nobody cares about your degree but you. Men do not look at women and say, oh, her degree makes her dateable or not dateable. But stats show that when women are educated, they have higher divorce rates, because y'all are so fucking unbearable, because y'all feel like that degree makes y'all want to put y'all ass on y'all shoulders, and now y'all are assholes and be unbearable to deal with. This is got to stop, and these got to be crazy talking points that this person has done. This is a troll. This is somebody that they put up to. I just don't understand.
Like, it's crazy because the reason why we think you must be some sort of troll is because we've had these conversations so much. It's like you're literally taking like our playbook and just reversing it. Like Sam mentioned, education is fine, of course, but unfortunately, not just black women, but women, period. When women obtain power, we always use it for bad. We don't use it in a way to try to uplift people, uplift our communities, or anything. We just do it as a way to, just seem powerful and turn our nose up at people. And if you think that men are going to sacrifice to turn in their player cards to marry you when all we do is sit around and brag about having degrees and being educated, when really we're just heavily indoctrinated. Because I made a video where I was saying, do not send your daughters to these big old PWI schools. Don't send them to the HBCUs either. Don't send them to no big schools, because she's going to come back a weirdo. She's going to come back with half her head shaved, a huge septum piercing, and she's going to be talking about how gender is fluid and there's no such thing as men and women and all this type of stuff.
Right.
So how the most educated people say the dumbest things is because you're not being educated, you're being indoctrinated. We're going backwards as a society. We're arguing the most basic principles of biology and common sense. So that is why a lot of times us women, it's not that we don't ever need to say anything. Obviously, I'm here on a podcast. I believe women should have a voice, but it should be rational and reasonable talking points. And obviously, you're not
closed-minded.
I'm closed-minded, but I just gave you all of that.
Jay, I got to ask you a question. Would you like to call in and explain yourself? Because a lot gets lost in translation, and you could call into the show right now, and we'll put you on, and you say what you want to say, because I guarantee you this ain't gonna go well, because we've had this conversation with many women, and a lot of women are just stuck in their ways, because you just wrote black women are the most educated. Then you said black men aren't traditional. Well, nobody's traditional nowadays. I don't give a fuck who you is or what place you're, unless you're overseas in a Muslim country. But in America, nobody's traditional. I'm just gonna keep it real. Also, I don't think being closed-minded is a bad thing. I just think you just have to have greater talking points and proving points to make somebody open up to what you're saying. A lot of stuff that y'all are saying are just regurgitated rhetoric that we've heard millions and thousands and 100,000 gazillions infinity times, and y'all don't have anything to back them up or substantiate them. And also, we could just look at a lot of people's lives, especially black women's lives, and see what's going on. Y'all talk about y'all the most educated. Well, let's talk about how y'all the most evicted too. Let's talk about how y'all the most evicted too. Black women are the most evicted people in America. That's we
But
are
y'all know so much.
right. So if you so educated in your degree, and then you want to talk about black men aren't the breadwinners, y'all aren't taking care of y'all houses either. Also, y'all keep talking about this community living thing. Y'all can look it up. Now you have a lot of baby mamas where baby mamas unite like Voltron, trying to come together and have housing together to take care of each other's children. So now they're trying to forego the man and not necessarily be in these homosexual relationships. They just want to say, hey, you got an income, I got an income, let's do it together, instead of doing that with your baby daddy, which is crazy.
That's because there's all the myriad of successful matriarchal civilizations in the world. Don't you know
That ain't a lot.
They're just mirroring those.
Right.
They're mirroring the wait, which one were they again?
I can't think of
I can't think of
one.
one.
I can't think of
Oh,
one.
I forgot that point I was about to make. Oh, I hate that. Oh, actually, to your point now, I do know that Stan and I have the same, basis, like worldview or whatever. Say we both come from a Christian background, this kind of thing. And one thing I will say is, I don't think there's anything wrong with being closed-minded, because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. If you don't have a set of principles and values that you say, it doesn't have to be Christianity. It doesn't even have to be organized religion per se at all. But there needs to be some sort of code, some sort of set of standards that you follow to say, these are certain things I would not do, or if I ever did them, I would be very shameful, remorseful, whatever. But a lot of black women today, who can beat them talking to rocks and all this stuff? Everybody's spiritual, everybody's hypersexual. Oh, it's good for women to have several sexual partners, and the kundalini energy and the talking to the trees.
The waist beads and the say and all that.
How many things the waist beads you gonna buy? And again, you look silly because obviously
your waist beads going the wrong way. They're going up. They're going up instead of down.
And like Stan mentioned, you have the worst standard of living. You have the worst standard of living of any sex women.
I don't know what's wrong with her dress.
Nothing wrong with her dress. And I noticed
and she covered up.
I noticed you didn't call in, so why don't you call in?
Because I can put the number right here if you want to call in.
So like see, we need to have Zoom links so people can call in and show their face.
Oh shit, I can send her the message if she want to get on.
You know what I'm saying? Why don't you come show me how I'm supposed to look? Because most people tell me I look nice, but apparently to you I don't.
Because I don't see what's wrong with the dress. It's fully covered.
Not to mention, today when I left work, I went to the gym. I bet today, if you even have a job at all, you probably went and got something to eat with your homegirls, or you planning on doing it now. You're going to eat and drink all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And just like the girl in the video we were talking about, who had $2,100 a month in food stamps. But we already know that a lot of black women don't feed their kids anything of substance. Takis, hot Cheetos. Yeah. Am I looking at it now,
Yeah.
Sid? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Takis, hot Cheetos. I want to know what's going on with this.
Mike. Okay. Yeah, Hot Pockets, Uncrustables, all that type of stuff. So, it's again, I already know. This is why I don't market my content to black women, because I know that you are too emotional and too irrational to understand basic common sense. So the only thing you can do is refute with ad hominem attacks. And if you don't know what that means, homonym, like man, human, like you're just trying to attack me as a person, but you can't attack any of the points I'm making, because I'm not just talking out of my neck. I'm saying easily fact checkable things. Black women are the least married group of people in this country. We are the most overweight group in this country. We have the highest rates of single motherhood, single parent households, the highest rates of children that enter into criminality, that commit violent crimes. We are the highest rates of women who will experience drug abuse. So at the end of the day, what is your point? See, this is, and you're lucky you're on Sed's channel. Like I am broadcasting from mine as well, but this is his setup. Usually I do my own channel from my own home, because see, I don't play with trolls. We've given you too much time. If you're not going to call in and call up and show your face or whatever, then you need to be quiet, because you're getting way too much clout off of our show that you don't deserve, because you are a nobody and you're not willing to listen to common sense. And that's basically all I have to say about it. But the camera is still going to be on me, guys, because Sid had to go take care of something real quick. He will be right back up and he'll put it on the both of us. But while you guys are watching, make sure to like the video, thumbs up the video if you're on Facebook. You know, give it a like if you're on YouTube as well. Share it with your friends. Share it to your groups. Consider donating to the show. You know, it's Friday. Maybe you guys got paid today. Feel free to buy me a set of coffee or a drink or something like that. We would really appreciate it. But the best thing you can always do is to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So we will convene when Sid gets back, because we're going to get ready to move on to the next topic, and he's the one that can change the screen. So hope everybody's having a good night, doing well. Hopefully he figures out what's going on with my mic too, because last time it was my mic that was really good and strong, and it was his that was kind of low. So I don't know if it's like a wires thing. Oh, it should be good now. Okay. Oh, I haven't looked back at that person's comments, because I know when somebody's just wanting to be ignorant, and I don't give them attention. But you know, that's just me.
Oh boy. What Derek say?
Oh, because I was going off, so he probably just came in on the back end
Yeah,
of
he
that.
said better now because I had to turn the mic up.
Oh, okay. And thank you so much, Triple X. I look, I'm not trying to sound haughty, but I know. I know that person. Like I said, I'm hip.
But we also offered this person to call in, and they didn't want to call in, so that lets us know everything we need to know.
Let us know everything we need to know.
So I'm gonna ask you, fellas. We talking about baby mamas. Have y'all ever tried to baby mama a bad bitch?
Oh,
put in the comment section 1 if you said, "Hey, this woman's so fine, I'm gonna get her pregnant." And put 2 in the comment section. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna get nobody pregnant. I'm not gonna get her pregnant, even though she bad. Because like I told Jazz when we started talking about this, I was like, yeah, I've done it before. So like I said, to me, I'm like, I can understand, because the girl that I was trying to baby mama, I was in high school. 12th grade. She black and Asian. She's
God.
Tough. I say tough. She's tough. But like I said, she ain't doing nothing with her life nowadays. So it is.
Well, a lot of pretty women are like that. A lot of pretty women, especially if they was really bad in high school, because I think there's something to growing into yourself as a woman. You should not be, you shouldn't peak in high school. I didn't peak until my late 20s.
Most women peak in high school though.
Well, yeah, and then that's why a lot of them
it's like
they'll be hitting on much after.
Most women's peak is going to be like it's probably going to be 11th through maybe junior in college, and then even then, I see a lot of women from like college era, they get real fat because all they're doing is studying and eating cookies and shit. That's all they do. Well,
you know, they're trying to climb the corporate ladder. They want to
Right.
be lawyers, and they want to be this and that, so they can outshine the men. And whole time, all they end up with is a bunch of debt, and then some kids along the way. Because when you in
Right.
college, you gonna be acting a freaking fool, getting trains ran on you and everything else, and
Right.
one of them is gonna land. So yeah, that's the story for a lot of them.
How many people? What's the percentage of women go to college to get trains ran on them?
Honestly, and I'm right hand to God, I never actually witnessed it, like the girls that I was hanging out with, but you know, I don't hang around a lot of people.
Yeah.
I did used to kind of hear about it. If I had to guess, I'd say about 30%.
You think 30% of women get a train ran? Oh my God.
If I had to guess,
that's a big ass number.
I mean, maybe not 30,
Hold on.
maybe
You said-
25, 1 in 4, which is still a lot, but I won't go any lower than that.
1 in 4. Damn, that's a lot.
That's what I'm telling you. College is a really, really, if you don't have strong convictions about you, it's not a good place to go. It's the first time in your life that you have all this freedom. You
yeah.
drinking a lot. You being
Partying,
exactly.
sex.
It's too
Yeah.
much for young
It is.
people.
I
Look
think-
at Darius, almost 65%. Darius, no.
Oh man, but yeah, like that's crazy. Absolutely, Mercedes, what you say? You say absolutely not. How many you think getting trains ran on them? Because this is crazy. Y'all make sure y'all share the video too. Oh,
People must be sharing it, or either them tags I put work, because I've never seen these people before. So
say that, my friend.
Oh, okay. I was about to say this must be getting to people that I don't
Depending
know.
Yeah, I think if you go to college, you're gonna go off, go crazy. Like I said, you ain't gonna know what gender is, you ain't gonna know your sexuality anymore. You're gonna dye your hair crazy color, come back with a crazy ass haircut.
And you're gonna be an atheist.
Mercedes said maybe 1 in now, and you falling down. It ain't 1 in 50. It's probably it's probably I would say 1 in 10 probably getting a train around.
Yeah, all jokes aside, it's probably about 1 in 10. And I'm talking about a good solid 1 in 10. We had a girl
on the podcast. She told us she had a train around her by 7 dudes.
See, I really wish you hadn't told me that. That's so that dudes. Like makes my skin crawl.
7 dudes. She said, yeah, and like she was.
What do you just do? You just lay there and they just come, like just they do their little bid and they move, and somebody come, and they move.
I haven't been in a train situation. I
hope not, because I think it's questionable, and we've talked about this before.
I think it's questionable, but I haven't been in a train situation. But one of my homeboys told me this. He said his last train that he did, he said it was him and about 5 other dudes, and the girl was on her knees, and they was all in a circle around her, right? And he was like, he can feel her spirit, like this girl's spirit is just messed up. Like her spirit is totally like shot. And he said he could feel her energy and her spirit. And like, why would you? He was just looking at the niggas and we high-fiving each other and we slapping our schlong on her face and she jacking and sucking and we skiing all on her. And just, like to let somebody just do all of this stuff and you think that's empowering as a woman?
Oh, but you know what though, Mercedes? Crazy. Let me hip you though, sis, because and I'm not talking about you, of course. I'm saying just because it wasn't 5 dudes at one time, if it was 5 dudes in one day or 2 or 3 dudes in one day, that's still a train. You just had pit stops. You let the train stop.
So multiple in the day too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Baby, if you having sex with more than one man in 24 hours, shoot. Okay.
Well, you know that happens a lot because like even shows like Murray, you got a small window you can get pregnant, like 3 days you can get pregnant. So many women testing 7, 8 men in a 3-day time.
Now, to their credit, I don't think a lot of women are like knowledgeable of that. I think it's becoming more common.
Hold on, that what we're talking about is a good reason why we should talk about that. Because if I'm a man and I understand that there's a very small window, why women don't know that? Why do we have this woman on here talking about she got her being a bad bitch? It means she's going to have 7 baby daddies or 7 children.
And well, that comes from the fact that Black women, and this is unfortunate. This is not me being cheeky. This is serious. That comes from Black women having so little genuine adoration and respect from men that we're just so desperate for even any modicum of attention from y'all. So the fact that men are giving her sexual attention, she equates that to something valuable. She thinks that is a valuable thing. Like, 4 men thought enough of me to make me their child's mom. Like when really it's just that 4 men plus whoever else you slept with, but at least those 4 that got you pregnant, they just ejaculated in you. That is quite literally it.
Where did women get the idea of because a man wants to penetrate me, that's a badge of honor? I get it as a man because men conquer and conquering a woman, it helps us. It boosts our testosterone, our ego, it boosts our bravado as men. So I understand why a man would do it. But why do women kind of have the same mindset as a man now to where, I know niggas want me because they, want to use me as a cum bucket? Or why do women seem to wear it as a badge of honor now? Well,
if you don't mind, what's going on, Choose Wisely? Thanks so much for that donation the other day too. I don't know if you got back on when we had thanked you, but this is one. If I can segue,
go ahead.
So we also want to talk about Dank Damas, and the reason I'm talking about this is because what Said is talking about here is this is why Black women, this is why fat Black women will never lose weight, because they are always being reaffirmed by the sexual access that men are giving them, specifically Black men. Because white men are not doing it.
Hey,
not to Black women, definitely.
Did you see that meme that said the white girl said, "Hey, a Black man starting to hit on me. That means I need to lose
some weight." I did not see that, but that is hilarious. And that's true. White women, if Black men are starting to come around, like now they might look and stuff. If you're a nice looking lady, but if they really starting to pursue you a little bit, baby,
you done put on
a few.
That's true.
You don't put on a few.
That's sad. But like you said, I think with bigger women and let's keep it real, and the fella got to keep it real. If I'm in a drought and I just want to get my rocks off,
Who you gonna go to?
I'm gonna go to a fat girl.
Come on.
Somebody that I can feel has low self-esteem.
Yep.
Daddy issues. Maybe not as attractive. Maybe a baby mama. Like these are the things that we know that's going to bring you down a few notches. As men, not saying everybody's this way, because somebody got to internalize themselves.
Yes, and make them say it's not about you.
This is a general statement, and these are conversations. Like I would tell women, I'm having conversations like this with other men.
Yes.
Not one or two. These are conversations that I've had with other men since high school. I'm 36 years old. I'll be 37 this year. These are still ongoing conversations on how men view women, and a woman would get up here and argue. Well, not all men think like that.
First of all, ladies, please, and this is coming from somebody who has gone through a weight loss journey, or I should even just say a fitness journey for the last few years of my life. And it is a journey, but I pride myself in never giving up. And also knowing how important it is. It is important for us to get our health together. Yes, it's good for aesthetic purposes, of course. But if you can't, if you ain't gonna do it for that, if you ain't gonna do it so you'll just look better, do it so you will live longer. Because you know all y'all got kids. So do it so you can live longer for them children. Because seriously, like the health is not in a good place. And like said mentioned, you can get mad all you want to. This is why we have this. My show is called Chill Out Jay, because I have heard that phrase before when I'm talking to people like chill out Jay. But I'm dead serious when I say these things. I'm saying the things that everyone is thinking. Said is saying the things that everyone's thinking, but y'all are too scared to say. And you know we better be careful. Some of these big black women, honey. That's where Six the Goddess, she had so many issues, death threats from overweight black women saying, because you know she had did that podcast where she was she guest showed on what's the real popular one, Tonight's Conversation.
I seen that.
And she said that she was like, well, if a man is in a drought, if he doesn't have a lot of money, basically if he's down bad, a big woman is who he's gonna go after, because it's the lowest hanging fruit. It's that he ain't got to reach that high. He ain't got to do that much. Right. And yes, that may hit your ear wrong.
I might need a place to plug
he
my
also
Xbox
might need a place to live,
Couch
because fat black women always do be having their own place and stuff. They don't never be just laying around on their mama couch. Them heifers be having good jobs and stuff because they need money to go to Longhorn every weekend.
Well, you have to have something to entice a man. I know my looks may not be it, my beauty may not be it, but my crib. I got a crib. Come over here. My car might entice you to come on over here. So that's why I'm saying and doing what I'm doing. It's like I might be big, but I can cook. My refrigerator stay full.
Stay full.
You can plug your Xbox up.
Don't let her mess around and have kids too, baby. You know that house gonna be chock full of
eating the kids' snacks.
Eating all the gummy bears.
I go outside and throw the football with Junior. I know his dad locked up. You know, do what I gotta do to have.
Seriously, what was that one show, Love After Lockup, with Monique and Derek or whatever the folks' name? Like seriously, do you seriously think that any other woman besides that lady or her phenotype was going to be the type to take a man fresh out the pen? I'm talking about he was with her while he was still in there.
See, have you ever seen men to take a attractive woman from prison, but I've never seen a beautiful woman take a dude from prison, just fresh out of prison.
No, not a woman hitting on that.
Watching the Pen Pals and Love After Locked Up, those women don't be attractive whatsoever. Like some of their teeth be missing, they be big as hell, they like they little milf heads. And the thing about it is, it's a control factor.
Oh yeah.
And so I know that you ain't going nowhere. I know you ain't talking to no other women. I know you ain't doing it ain't too much you can do in prison because you locked up.
Exactly.
And since you locked up, I have this controlling nature. That's why when he got out, she didn't know how to maneuver at all.
Exactly, with him being a free man.
Right.
Think about it too. When you in prison, not only do I know you ain't doing nothing, but since you're in such a desolate situation, you genuinely look forward to talking to me. Right. Like talking to me on the phone is one of the highlights of your day. The one little time of day you get to feel like a normal person again. My visits, all this type of stuff. Whereas you had no idea, honey, if that man was not in jail and that man had his way and was up a few bands or whatever, he would not even look your way. Right. And we know this because what the men said always say, stop everything, tell us to never make another video again the minute that you see a 300-pound woman stepping out of a Ferrari. The first time that
You
happens,
ain't gonna see it.
we will never make another
She
video
can't even see it,
again.
but we ain't gonna see it.
Exactly. You ain't gonna see them rolling up to no red carpet, to no Grammys.
I'm gonna say this.
Not with no man.
I don't care how big you are as a woman. I don't give a fuck if you big as all outside. If a nigga on his shit, you can still be overlooked. That is some real shit. You can still, I don't care how big you is, you can still be overlooked. It's like you ain't even there, even though you the size of 4 people.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you mean? You mean literally
Overlooked. He not gonna see I got money. What am I? I ain't seeing no fat bitch when I got the bread.
And another thing too is, and I'm speaking from experience because I used to be the pretty fat girl. I used to be the pretty, you know, I would always hear that you have such a pretty face, this kind of thing. And I used to just let that kind of ride me along or whatever. And one day I thought about it and I said, every time I go out with my sister, who at the time, of course, my sister still is gorgeous, but at the time she was really bad. And I was like, I'm talking about snatch bad. And I was, I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying like, this was like her, like she would tell you, even if you asked her, like this was her height. You know what I'm saying? She was really killing it. And so I'm thinking, okay, every time we go out, I notice the type of men that approach her versus the type of men that might approach me or whatever.
They shoes bent up.
Shoes balled up, smelling like Bonkin Hennessy.
Oh, hell. Jay.
And I said, hold on a second now. I think I got a little intelligence. This don't hit right. And from that day forward, I said, I will never experience this again. And I haven't. Because I don't play them games. But can we play the Dank DeMoss video? They need to hear you. So you need to see, y'all know Dank DeMoss. Y'all know she's the one that tried to sue Lyft because she couldn't fit in that man Ford Fiat. And I'm trying to figure out why she thought she could, because one of her legs alone was going to take up the whole back seat. And the man was being as polite as he could and say, hey, you know, my wheels are bad. My shocks are kind of, you know, da-da-da. You know, you should probably just order an Uber XL or a Lyft XL. I haven't rode in a car like this before. You really not gonna let me in your car? No, I have the right to turn down this service, girl.
You ready?
Yeah.
Even with the weed up front, I still look good. The only reason it's bleeding is because it was like, this one is better though.
So my question for you before you go. Is the ass in the front bigger than the ass in the back?
Way bigger. And what's funny is if y'all couldn't hear, because the volume is a little low on that video, like even when I was looking at it earlier, she says something to the effect of, I know why y'all hoes mad, because my stomach in the front, I got a stomach in the front, but the one in the back is just as cute or whatever. Or no, a butt. What did she say? A butt in the front. And she said the one in the back is just as big. Huh, that girl turned to the side and that thing looked like I can't think of words. A cute angle. Like, yeah, baby, style.
Her body is horrible. And the thing is, she said that she was lesbian.
Oh my God. You mean to tell me a 500-pound woman probably got tired of never getting attention from men and just started dating women? No.
Well, when she said that, my mind went to another place. And I was like,
how the heck does that even work? Because you can't scissor. You cannot scissor.
Can't scissor. And I don't know if too many women are strong enough to lift a 200-pound stomach to get to your cootie pop. Like,
jokes aside, her stomach got the weight for real, 60, 70 pounds.
No, her stomach weight is definitely 100.
I said most of your weight come from your legs.
No, her stomach. Look where it is on her knees. Like literally, her stomach got to be 100 pounds. She said she's 500 pounds.
She said she's 500.
So you got to think about it. Her stomach 100, each leg 100.
Each leg it's her stomach. Each leg 150, and then the boobs is probably the rest of the weight.
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. Like you a lesbian out here doing this, and you know, and then they had the other picture where she had the thong drawers on. Woo! And I said, is this covering up her coochie?
Right, like what is this covering?
What the hell going on?
But do you know, again, and black men, y'all know I be on y'all side, but I'm sorry, I got to put you on the chopping block for this. That woman would never have the nerve to do this stuff if it wasn't some of y'all who are really freaked out. Mr. Jap always talk about this. Y'all bottom feeders out here sneaking in these girls' DMs hey, you know, you beautiful just how you are for real, sure. Don't let nobody tell you that nothing different. You know what I'm saying? I like big girls. You know what I'm saying? I more cushion for the pushing. And whole time, every time you see him, it's 60 guys used to talk about this. She said that she had this roommate one time, and she said that it would always be men coming in and out that girl apartment, but it always be at like 3:00 in the morning. Like, you know,
you don't want to be seen.
You don't want to be seen.
Yeah, that's night action only. We ain't gonna go on. We're not gonna go.
And you better not post nothing that make it seem like we talk or that I was over here.
Right, but see, also big girls too. They play their role. They don't They don't rock the boat. You ain't just think about it. When you talk about all the stuff that come out, all the mess that be on Facebook and people in these areas, you never see women like Thank Them All Sides come out talking about, well, he was over my house. I got the text messages. I got the video where he was lifting up this stomach and eating this cat. Like, you never see those type of videos. You kind of see the ones that's kind of like the girl with the red hair, her size, maybe a little smaller, but a 400 pound woman, you're not really just gonna see that, because big women, like I said, play their role, and they are just, let's be real, a lot of big women are cool. They easy to get along with.
Some, at least they used to be. Because I feel like these days,
you're right. Because big women nowadays, because you know, you can actually have, you used to be able to have a conversation with a bigger woman. She was nice, she was sweet, she understood, she took up more space than most people, and it was uncomfortable with her big ass just being around in certain spaces. So she was accommodating for her size. And so a lot of people nowadays, the big women ain't accommodating for their size, so they feel like,
well, because they get reaffirmed on social media all the time. It's the social media age, so there's something for everybody on social media.
Yeah, I agree.
And so those big women, there's a space. Believe it or not, there is a space for people. Look, that might be hard to believe, but there's a space for people like Dave DeMoss. And Darius is right, said these new age ones, they be telling it. They be telling it. I be seeing them. And for all y'all that want to call me, I be seeing it. All y'all that want to call me fat, I bet your man was over this fat B house last night, head all underneath my fupa. Sure was. I be seeing it. They don't do it as much as some of the other girls. I promise you.
I don't want to see that. That's not something that I want to see. I'm glad that I don't see it.
Glad it don't show up in your algorithm.
Show up on my For You or anything like that. But I just got to say this. We got a serious problem in our community when it comes to weight, when it comes to our eating habits, when it comes to just reaffirming a lot of stupid shit in our community. And weight, the number one killer is like heart disease in the Black community.
Yeah.
And that's weight related. So, like I said, for us to just be out here talking about you're beautiful and whatnot, maybe
disease is not beautiful.
Right? Maybe you think you're beautiful, but baby, your heart can't handle it. 500 pounds, your heart ain't meant to pump. A woman literally is supposed to be less than 150 pounds, honestly. And that just goes by your way. If you tall like Jazz 5'10", 5'11", 150 pounds ain't really going.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
But
I could definitely be 175 and look really snatched.
Yeah, 175 on you would look good, because you gotta think about it. It's people like the girl I said that look like a vampire, but I love her body.
Child.
She 200 pounds, but she muscular. She look like some out Twilight, and everybody, all the niggas think she fine, but I think she like a vampire. Kathy Drayton.
Kathy Drayton
or something.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Look up real quick.
Kathy Drayton. Okay. You said she look like a vampire.
Yeah.
Oh, she's stacked.
Oh yeah, she body A1.
Yeah, she works out.
She 200 pounds
of pure muscle.
Yep. That motherfucker bad.
Yeah, she's stacked.
But like right here, her side angle, she just look like.
That man said insane.
But did she not?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
She kind of,
just a little bit.
Just to give you a little Twilight look.
Just a little Twilight. You know who else is an awkward looking woman? Oh, y'all gonna be mad. Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama, dude.
You know, and she has, for reasons unknown, decided to join the podcasting game, as if she has any of the charisma of a Seth or a Jay.
And shit is not hitting on.
Honey, it's worse than watching paint dry. It's duller than plain oatmeal. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw a lot of conservative podcasts making fun of it. And I know, because of course, I watch a lot of, conservative content. So I know sometimes they love to just pick. And sometimes they'll be saying stuff and it's like, no, it ain't that bad. And hold on a second, y'all. Not to sound like a squirrel all over the place. Shout out to Shavers for that 5-ball earlier. Shavers, I didn't forget about you. Thank you so much for that. Look, I hope you can get it started, okay? I hope you can lead the way. Because y'all know we giving excellent content here. And y'all know it's Friday. And y'all know y'all got paid. So anyway.
And we know everybody in the house because that storm.
Because of the storm. So you ain't going out. You here with us. Like, you could have been anywhere in the world right now. But you here with me. Like, come on now. But I thought that maybe they was overdoing it. Like, it can't be that bad. But no, it really was that bad. First of all, she got her big flaming brother on there. And I feel like, listen, if you're going to be a gay man, I can't stop you from doing nothing. But please, I implore you, don't be big. Gay men supposed to be fit. That's a thing. They're supposed to be fit and work out a lot of stuff. That's a thing in their spaces.
No, it just depends because like that big dude that got the podcast that got married, or the big dude that be walking behind the street jumping, or your big saucy Santanos. You got to think about a lot of these men, and they come from single mother homes. So one thing in a single mother home, they dope them up with food because they don't want to parent them.
Right.
They keep them around a bunch of other women. They talk about sucking dick and all this other type of stuff around these young boys. So boys think they supposed to do the same thing. So that's why these young boys be fat, they be homosexual, they be having mental issues. All the things that they show doing stats that happen being raised by a single mother, a lot of these dudes are just embodiment all through the board.
Yes, they are every negative stereotype of black women.
Negative stereotype, perfectly said. Every one of them. And it's not even a stereotype. This is a statistical fact that this is what happens to you when you're not raised with the father.
No, I just mean they represent all the negative stereotypes of black women.
Right.
They're always loud. They're always selfish. They're always very antagonistic. They love to fight and be combative, over sexual.
And I'm gonna ask this question, and nobody has answered it yet. Where the hell do these gay niggas get this gay voice from? Like, that's not how women sound. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if as soon as
it sounds otherworldly.
A nigga hit you from the back, it gets downloaded. I'm just trying to figure out where these gay niggas get this voice from.
Well, they're just trying really hard. They're trying to make their voice sound higher and stuff. But unfortunately, you can never be the real thing. And even the ones that go to the extreme lengths, the Tea Party people. The Tea Party people, they'll go to these extreme lengths, but even then they have to go through so much, and even they still will never really sound like women. But you have ones that kind of get close, but they have to literally get like surgically alter their vocal cords. Right. They have to go to speech training and all this type of stuff just to emulate women. But with Michelle Obama, have you heard the rumors that her and Barack supposed to be splitting up?
I've heard that, and it's sad that the first black couple
that everybody wanted, all black love represented,
gotta get divorced. And you don't see any other first lady on podcast.
No, you don't, because they have enough sense to not fade away, enjoy your soft life, but she can't.
She can't.
She's
not enjoying him, and she's not. I honestly think
she wanted that power. She
said she didn't want all the.
She's lying. Said, do you know when Kamala was running this last time? Do you know how many people were expecting Michelle Obama to be her running mate? All them speeches she was doing. Why are you doing speeches? You're just an ex-president's wife.
The reason I don't believe it. The reason I don't believe that, because Michelle Obama would have had a more shoe in than Kamala.
I'm saying that she would have been her running mate. But what I think happened is.
I get it.
She wasn't. I think what happened was they knew that two black women, like, you already pushing it with one black woman, but definitely not two, and definitely not somebody that's connected to Barack Obama, because believe it or not, Barack Obama's legacy year after year is being more and more tarnished. Yeah. People are really starting to realize, okay, it was you. When you were in office, that's when the world started going crazy. Mm-hmm. You gave the alphabet community such a boost and galvanized them so much that now we have it to where we have to tell people that it's wrong to have men in full drag reading to 3 and 4 year old kids. We have to have that conversation because of you.
We didn't got it it's so drastic. Now we are making a case for women to not get their face broken in fights now against grown men, to not get volleyball spiked and your face busted up from a spike from a man hitting you a volleyball so hard, breaking your face.
Literally partially paralyzing
we're
you.
getting to the point where I'm starting to see male trans women wrestle biological women, and when they on top of these women,
you can see the bulge.
dick be harder than all.
Man, harder than algebra 2. Man,
How you supposed to be? You obviously turned on by when you rub your
That's
dick and
crazy.
Peter Wacker rubbing all against this girl booty and stuff. And
oh,
you stand up, you got to readjust and trying to tuck it and stuff because
you know, seriously,
women.
why don't the women seriously? That's assault. That's sexual assault, basically. That's like a sexual.
Well, you can't really say that because even when you watch the men wrestle, it's the same thing. Like they be having Peter Wacker on the dudes' heads and grabbing each other, stuff to grabbing each other, meat to flip them.
But maybe that's something the men are, I shouldn't say accustomed to, but maybe it's something they understand. But as a woman, I'm here to tell you, women do not take kindly to strange men that they don't want that type of attention with. I would be mortified if I felt a man on top of me in any capacity that wasn't my man, and I felt him with a freaking Woody. Like I couldn't sleep for days. Like that would scare me to death. So the fact that they able to do this or that they're being forced to do this is pretty crazy.
I don't, like I said, if I had a daughter in that situation, I would just tell her forfeit.
Yeah, you're not gonna participate.
You're just not gonna do it. It is
not gonna watch my daughter fighting no freaking dude. Like that's insane.
I don't, because literally then you gotta think about the pervs that's in the audience watching it and seeing this man, get erect, and then what if they have like RAPE fantasies or something like that?
And a lot, and because
you know
that's a possibility because we're already dealing with people with psychosis.
Right.
So these people aren't all there. It's very possible that they have these unnatural and just kind of unbecoming thoughts. So Darius says, I know why she made it. She needs a platform for when she files for divorce. And I think that's a good point too, that she's kind of like beating everybody to the punch, like trying to get her own, even though of course, yes, she does have her own, but get some legs up under her before she just finally breaks away from the Obama name. Or of course, she's never going to give up that last name, but just saying the Obama kind of tint or whatever. And it is so funny too, because
play the video real quick for you.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. I forgot we hadn't played it.
My opinion, you can't eat ice cream and drink milk at the same time.
Wait, do you mean like actually?
No, not actually. But while you're eating ice cream,
if you're like, wash it down,
that's
a lot. That's overkill.
Isn't
it? That's like you need that much dairy, you need that much calcium in your life. It's too much.
Guess,
too much calcium.
Yeah, that's
in
too
your
much
life.
calcium.
Who did that?
Someone at you? What?
Well, when I was 4.
Okay.
I was 4. Now I'm lactose intolerant, so the whole thought of it is just like
disgusting.
That's
actually
why
lactose
do you drink milk?
Lactose
period.
All right, so as you can see, that's just riveting, jaw-dropping, content right there. That's we should just stop trying. You know what I'm saying? With content like that on the internet, it has a whopping 6,000 views already. She's only one of the most easily recognizable, famous people in the world, and she can't garner 10,000 views in a day.
That's crazy. That's bad.
That's insane.
But
Fresh and Fit can have 10K people on a live stream.
But I will say this: I think if she was going to end up doing a podcast, and this is where a podcast and her book should have came out at the same time. And it's going to be hard to garner a lot of people to watch her when so many people complained about how boring her book was.
And also, you're not relevant anymore.
Right.
Like once again, to your point, had you done this when Obama was still in office or whatever, you would have made a killing or whatever. But now, nobody is drinking that Kool-Aid anymore, except for the 4-5 black folks that are just gonna go down with the sinking ship to just act like still got pictures of Obama right next to pictures of Jesus in their house, because that's what old black folks love to do. These are the same people that go to Jamal Bryant Church and shouting and falling out at them playing Here I Go by Mystical. So they was playing Here I Go by Mystical, but they was saying Never Scared.
Right.
And I'm like, baby, that ain't even the same song. This how I know y'all just ain't got good sense at all. But yeah, Michelle Obama and her brother had Issa Rae on their show. They could have talked about anything. They could have talked about her beef with Amanda Seals. They could have talked about how black women is colorism, whatever. I could have dealt with any of that. And they are talking about drinking milk after eating ice cream. And I am not being hyperbolic. And it's not some sort of code for something. They are literally talking about drinking milk after eating ice cream. And Issa's like, you could tell by her face, she was shocked. She was like, oh, yeah, that's way too much dairy. Like, that's overdoing it. She didn't know what the hell else to say. Because who would?
Like, that wouldn't even be that's not even a black conversation.
It's no, it's not.
That's not a black.
Goes to show you how out of touch she is.
Right, that's not even a black conversation because most black people are lactose intolerant anyway. So we're not even talking about milk. I don't know people that just drinks milk unless it's with cereal.
Exactly.
The only time you're going to drink milk as a black person is with cereal. And now most black
or
people
if you're dipping cookies.
But I don't think a lot of black people dip cookies in milk.
You don't think people hold on now, Oreos in milk?
I ain't never done that. I ain't never
You
seen
have never dunked an Oreo in milk, said stop everything you do when you leave here.
I'm not
and
finna
go.
See, we on the same talking point.
Okay, you're right. That's not healthy. But in the event that you are around some cookies in the near future, please dip an Oreo in some ice cold milk. It will change your life.
That is true. I did see that. And shout out to Jubilee, because Jubilee been putting a lot of
shout out to them, but they really annoy me. Like when I tell you, platforms like that annoy me to no end.
Have you seen the one versus
get your
20s?
Money? Yes, and it's annoying. That whole concept is annoying.
I love the 1 versus 20s though.
But the concept of it is weird. Like,
why?
First, it's chaotic. It's like, okay, you have to run to the seat, and it's like
all those are just entertaining things.
But I'm saying, like, then people get to say they want somebody. They get to boot them off or something.
They get 11. I think the concept is good. I think.
But what if people were having a really good conversation, something that like is really,
for me, when I watch it, the really good conversations don't get booted like that though.
Okay.
See, this is the issue. Excuse me. When they have the person that's typically the 20, the debating the 20, is the person most well-read, know about debating, and they're just really just debating motherfuckers that just hear news clips, conversations with friends. And so when they debate these points and these talking points, they're not literally debating somebody that debates for a living. Okay. It's just barbecue talk. It's just, school talk. It's just lunchroom table talk. And these people think that they've talked enough and debated enough that where I can go and debate a Michael Knowles. I can go and debate a Charlie.
Bro, please never in your life try to debate Michael Knowles. Michael Knowles is one of the most intelligent people on this planet.
So that's what I like about it, because it puts into perspective that these people that do hold a lot of these platforms actually are well-read, actually go out there into the public. See, this is one thing about podcasting and what you believe is actually putting to the test what you believe. So when I see Charlie Kirk on actual school campuses debating these children, and they come to you with the most outlandish things and they say stuff, and he's like, no, you can look this up. Here's X, Y, and Z. You can go and look this graph up, and you can put that out there. And this person like, oh, well, I didn't know it. This person is stumped. Just lets you know that you're just in an echo chamber.
And the education system, which, of course, and for those of you who don't know, Charlie Kirk is very anti-college because of this very thing that we're talking about, where basically you're not getting a quality education. Maybe at some point you were, but in the last 20 years, for sure, you're not getting a quality education because they're all have been hijacked by these Marxists and extreme liberals, gender ideology, women's studies, all this type of stuff. It's like there is more to life than these ideological conversations. Like have a little club for that. Have a feminist club, have a trans club. And when we're in class, the education that I pay tens of thousands of dollars each year for, will you please teach me what I need to know? Educate me on stuff that's real, not stuff that you're just, this abstract thinking. Well, what if women and men were really just the same and we just constructed these constructs? Like, who cares about that?
And see, what would make Michelle Obama podcast, what we just talked about, go up, if she didn't have it to where it's friendly fire or just people that you're cool
take it there. Take it there.
If you're going to be Michelle Obama, you have to. My platform. If I was Michelle Obama, I want to turn that platform up right now.
One of my first people, Ben Shapiro.
It don't matter. I'm just saying, anybody that disagrees with my husband's policy, And the reason I would do that is like me defending my husband. People would want to see, oh, girl, you could know the black girl, take up for your man. This is why we thought this. Well, we looked at it. It's going to be like this 10 years down the line. We was expecting this to happen. Like, it's her taking up for Barack and Barack's ideals, or why they feel like they don't like, her husband or that presidency. I think that would turn that podcast up instantly. But you having Issa Rae on there, we already know it's gonna be fluff. We already know she's part of the.
All y'all gonna do is just stroke each other's egos. All you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful, and you're so smart. You're so smart. You're so talented. You're so. We know.
So yeah, we don't. Nobody wants to see that type of.
You know what else she could do?
What?
She could do a total 180 and be like, I knew all that stuff was bullshit the whole time. Me and Barack had to do such and such. We had to say such and such, or he would have never got elected.
Assassinated. No. No. She ain't doing that.
She ain't gonna be that gangster.
Nah, she not. You know that's not finna. She's not gonna get on there and talk about. She knew it was bullshit. She knew the bathrooms was bullshit. She knew the gay shit was bullshit. She's not finna get on there and say that now.
Not Jasmine Minaj Crockett.
Jasmine Minaj Crockett. That's funny, but that would turn the shit up.
Man, she'd have 1 million subs in 2 days.
That would turn it up. Like somebody with her kind of clout should definitely easily be a lot bigger. But like I said, her book was so unbearable. Like my wife would literally turn it on, turn it off, turn it on.
Audiobook.
Oh,
okay.
And then like she was saying her friend got the actual book, and she said she'll pick the book up, read 2 pages, and like, damn, this shit is boring. Like it didn't catch your attention.
People always ride off their clout instead of talent. When you're famous like that, it's like everybody famous, they child want to, or they themselves want to start a podcast.
The thing is, a lot of times it ain't even about talent, and I think what's the nigga name? Mackey.
Anthony Mackey.
Anthony Mackey kind of alluded to this on one of his clips. Basically,
I just listened to that today.
Yeah, it basically is a lot of this shit just given to you. It ain't about also the working hard. Some of it is, but a lot of this stuff is about who you know, the rooms, the people that you sit with, the ideologies that you agree with, and those things push you ahead in life because those type of people have the money. Just like if we was on here with something like we probably could get like 10,000 subs real quick if we had like a system beside us doing
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And there'll be a lot of people trying to promote that and push that, and the gay people will give us money and stuff like that. But when you're talking about like the conservative bunch, especially being black, it'll be a harder struggle for you to try to break through. And then with that being said, it's like a lot of the white conservatives that's on them, they not really trying to bring up other black conservatives, I don't think.
Yes, but also no, because one, there's just that few of them. They're like we're seeing more, but we're still talking about drops in the bucket.
But you gotta think about
like they love Byron Donalds. Like I have seen.
Podcast?
Oh, I don't know if he does.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but even since we talking about podcasting, we got Charlie Kirk. You got what's the nigga that was cussing his wife out?
Crowder. Yeah, Steven Crowder.
You got Ben Shapiro will be in a conservative bunch. What is a woman? Matt Walsh.
Yeah, that's the whole Daily Wire crew. Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, not Michael Knowles.
I'm saying, so you have enough. Then you have all the black guys.
But have you heard of the Black Conservative Perspective? He has a humongous channel, and I think that he was invited to the White House for the Black History Month thing. You have he actually, believe it or not, he is a gay man, but he's not a flamboyantly gay man. His name is Amir Odom.
Is that the tall, slender guy?
I don't know.
Because it's one that I follow on Twitter. He's a gay man as well, but he's a gay conservative. He's black man.
It might be him.
Low haircut.
Real low haircut.
Yeah, it might be dark skinned.
Yeah, dark skin.
Yeah, it might be him.
Yeah, so you have him. And then of course you got like people like Michaela Montgomery. You got people like people aren't perfect. I like the fact that she's, and I hate to say this, I usually hate when people say this, but for her, I like the fact that she's real. She did not have to really change anything about herself except for it's just like, hey, I just have these values. These are things I believe.
Yeah, but I didn't like when Trump let her get up there and speak, and it was kind of like the same shit that we get upset with Jasmine Crockett over.
Oh, I barely even saw that. Okay. I barely even saw what she was.
It's the same. Basically, it's the same thing.
She's changed since then, though. I know that for a fact.
But Trump just got in office.
No, I'm saying like you gotta think. That's when he was campaigning.
This was last year though.
I'm saying last year, but I'm saying she has changed a lot since
So
then. I follow her on Instagram.
How much you think she didn't change that quick?
And what I mean is, I know at least her image. Like she has changed her image. Like I don't even know if it's trying because she seems legit. Like, did you see her on that?
Well, I mean, when I say trying, it's just like, a rebrand. You're trying to make sure.
That you're making sure you're putting your best foot forward. I would definitely say that.
Okay.
Like, so when you get a chance, her Instagram, she does a lot of podcasts and stuff. Like people will have her on, and she's very well spoken. Michaela didn't go hot girl like Jasmine. Listen, y'all.
She didn't cuss.
She didn't cuss, but she kind of did have some of the cadence or whatever. But I think that was because in that moment, she didn't feel like she had to code switch. Now, I definitely wouldn't have. I wouldn't have went on there talking the way I'm talking to you. But hey.
Well, if we're going by what Shavers just said, maybe that would be give Michaela more of a pass.
Because she actually, she'll tell you she actually is from the
Jasmine,
hood. Because Jasmine's not.
If we go by what Shavers just said, I give Michaela more of a pass for being the, what they said, the sister girl act.
Because it's not an act.
Well, it's not right. It's
for
not
her.
For her, but Jasmine, it is an act.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I will give her that because she talked about her upcoming stuff she did, being a baby mama, all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
she is that.
She is a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, she is.
And so is Angela Stanton. Like she'll tell you straight up. It's like, and you can see it. Angie, she's one of them people you can tell that she's been through some things.
Got out of release.
But guess what? She's worked with RFK. Obviously, she works with Trump now. And I'm thinking that is so amazing. Like I would love opportunities like that. But I think that comes from networking, what I'm saying, putting yourself out there and all that type of stuff. Being able to deal with the backlash, because it's definitely gonna come. Being a Black conservative or even just parroting conservative talk about, you might even consider yourself a conservative. Yeah. But the second that you say something to the effect of, hey, maybe we really shouldn't be committing all these crimes and killing each other. Oh, you sound like that white man. Well, we only do it because of what they did to us. And okay, well, people who are living today, the YNs that are living today weren't living during Jim Crow time. They weren't even living during the 70s with the crack era. Right. They weren't living through any time where it was like extreme racial tension in this country. If anything, now the internet has made it to where if you have racial tension in your life, it's because you put it there. Because the internet has made the world small. Everybody connects with everybody. Everybody comments on everybody's videos, laughing, joking, having a good time. So if you Black women, because be y'all perpetrating it, if you out here focusing on race all the time, it's because your own self now. Because ain't nobody just out here. People are not riding around in trucks with hoods, and that is not happening. And snatching you up.
And I don't know why they still have. I don't know how they still are able to push that much fear on us. Still, and you can
ignorant.
And I keep saying, open your eye. That's like a simple thing to say, but you as a Black person, open your eye. I stay in Birmingham, Alabama. Me and Jazz pretty much stay in Birmingham, Alabama. If you as a Black person trying to act like you got people running around in back of trucks with Confederate flags and hoods finna snatch you up and go hang your Black ass, it is crazy when you're around nothing but niggas in Birmingham.
Nothing
but niggas in Birmingham. So I'm just trying to, and most Black people are in scenarios and cities and backgrounds just like other Black people. So for y'all to just act like y'all around all these white people, there's racism, and you have so many races account. Oh my God, racism is so alive and well. Let me tell you something. It's not happening.
And why you so scared of a white person that has never done anything to you, but you ain't scared to be around all these, like I said, these YNs and YBs and whatever else that literally put switches on their pistols and stuff and be posted up at the gas station 40, 50, 60 deep. And that's not an exaggeration.
No, that ain't exaggerating.
But if I said something, if I said that scared me, y'all would say, you sound like a coon. What you scared of your own people for? Baby, my people are people who don't glorify ratchetness and crime. You can have fun. I've told y'all this before. Me and said we've gone out with my boyfriend, his wife before, whatever. We've had a good time. And there is just a limit. Like, it's like you can have a good time. You can turn up and then it's like, okay, when it's time to go home, it's time to go home. We're not going to be roaming the streets and trying to, intimidate people and all this type of stuff. We're not doing smash and grabs. You know, so just stop.
Actually, y'all, Jazz did do a smash and grab.
No, I did not. No, I
did not.
She be stealing. I'm too scared to do anything like that because I know me. I know if somebody tried to break into my car, my common sense would stop for a second.
I'm just gonna be real. It'd be hard for Jazz to steal. Like you. Like,
why? Because I'm tall.
Like,
yeah, I'm very conspicuous.
It'll be hard for her to steal because she's a tall woman, and tall women do already bring attention to themselves, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you was a smaller, dainty woman, everybody look at you like, oh, she's like, oh, cute, you know. But not saying you're not cute. I'm just saying, like, you know.
No, I know
cute,
what you mean.
Know what I'm saying? Little dainty woman, you wouldn't think she was steal. You got a little purse, whatever. But then Jazz, like, oh, okay, she tall, like.
Well, if nothing else, you're just gonna see me. You're going to see me.
It'll be hard for you to steal.
It'll be hard for me to do anything. That's why criminality was never gonna be my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just well, ain't nobody taller than you, Darius. You and my brother. You 6'6", my brother 6'8".
Right.
Ain't nobody taller than y'all.
Right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this is what I want to play. I'm just gonna play because you don't need no sound.
Oh God. Oh, Sad wanted to show me this earlier, y'all. So
did I play everything for you? Oh, the view.
Oh, please, let's not forget that. Please. Y'all, one last thing, and Sad gonna play what he want. But so last thing, Whoopi Goldberg, who I am not understanding why she's still on television. I just don't get it. She does not have whatever she used to have, the acting skills or whatever. It's not translating to live television, and everybody cannot do that. Everyone cannot do that. And of course, we know The View is just one of the most despicable, disgusting displays of all the woke nonsense. Anything that's woke and nonsense that you hear on a daily basis, you're going to find it on The View. It's a bunch of cackling hens sitting around. Sunny Hostin is just, yeah. Anyway, so they had Dylan Mulvaney on there. Dylan Mulvaney is, you may have remembered, that's the one, the trans person that was on the Bud Light thing, the Bud Light commercial or whatever, and they protested and boycotted, and Bud Light lost a considerable amount of money.
That was brain dead.
Like,
that was just brain dead. I don't understand why you would put a.
Why would you do this?
Woman.
Bud Light, not just beer, period. Bud Light's a domestic beer. Do you know who drinks Bud Light?
Think about me seeing that commercial. Come across my screen, I got a Bud Light in my hand. Let me put this gay shit down. Because I don't want nobody.
I don't even want this no more.
Put the gay shit down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know the people that drink Bud Light? That's like the people that drink like Coors Light and like, but with them, that's yeah.
It'll be like some man's man.
That's man's men that drink that. Like, why would you do this? And and guess who their CEO was at the time? All woman.
Oh, damn.
I keep telling y'all, quit letting these women into positions of authority, man.
I tell you, when women get into these positions, they ruin it.
They gonna run it straight into the ground. But yeah, Stan, if you could play for us what Whoopi had to say, child, and just
I think part of the problem that the trans community is facing, and it's the same problem that women face, is if you don't know anything about our bodies, you don't know how it works. Mm-hmm. So when you come in and you say, oh, you know, these are men, you know, competing against women, you're assuming that the women are weak and just can't do anything except right here. Have you seen female athletes? They know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure what's going on or why this is an issue. The same for me as when people say, oh, you know, I don't know how I feel about you. You do. God doesn't make mistakes. No. And the challenge is not to the trans people, it's to the people who are not trans. That's what God is looking to see, how you treat people.
Yeah.
So let me say something real quick. I hate when people use God in their arguments.
Yep.
And the reason that they use God, because they don't want you to have any pushback or to question the stupid shit that they just said. Mm-hmm. When in the Bible, in fact, when it talk about like all this stuff that's going on, the homosexuality in the Bible is the only thing listed as an abomination.
The only thing.
So Whoopi talking about this and what they going up about saying that women ain't capable, or you trying to compare to man, baby. I've been in the gym with a lot of women. Trust me, unless this woman just on steroids and she just working out. My light day, most women cannot handle a light day of me just working out. And you mean to tell me what men have denser bones, bigger hearts, like bigger in stature, stronger in nature, multiple, like 2-3 times stronger than women. You mean to tell me you think this is smart for women to be in these spaces with men?
Do you know I couldn't beat my boyfriend arm wrestling with both hands? Like, we literally tried. I arm wrestled him, and I was like, certainly. I said, okay, fine. Obviously, I can't beat you with one hand, but I could beat you with both my hands. And I could not, I'm not joking, I could not beat my boyfriend arm wrestling using both my hands to his one hand. So if you really think that women, no matter how hard you train, we already know the numbers speak for themselves. The slowest man in track is going to still beat the fastest woman time in track. The slowest, and sports that it really, you really see a huge disparity in sports like swimming. Yep. I think that comes from the broadness of men's shoulders and their long arms and how much taller they are, all that type of stuff. That really plays a role. But so notice how, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, I may have cut the video. I may have cut this part out. I think she started the video by talking about Gavin Newsom, how he recently said, did you see that? That he recently said, he was like, okay, maybe men shouldn't be playing against women in sports. Maybe that's not fair to women or whatever. Hunter, why he say that? Because he already knew these jokes was going to get mad. But what he's doing is he's playing the long game. Of course, he's going to want to run for president in 2028. And he knows that the country is sprinting to the right. So he's like, okay, if I'm going to still hold a Democrat label, I'm going to have to go a little more moderate. This extreme leftist stuff is on its way out the door, people. The only people still propping it up are women and specifically Black women. And what's crazy is y'all didn't used to be like this. Black women did not used to be so liberal in the mind and all this. We used to have, because
there's no man over.
Exactly. It's when you lost the men, when you pushed the men out in replace of your little government cheese, then now you are without covering and you are without proper leadership.
The government paid them to think how the government wants them to think. So that's why you get what you get. And like I said, for us to be having these type of conversations and to see Whoopi Goldberg with this fucked up hairstyle,
and what she wearing,
and
looking like a Tibetan monk.
Her voice is deep as hell. Like she got the raspy smoker's
voice. Yeah,
y'all could have really got somebody more appealing. But Whoopi is the embodiment of the Mamie, of your Aunt Jemimas and stuff like that. That's why they're perpetuating stuff from years and years ago, and they keep doing it nowadays because a lot of Black women associate with a Whoopi Goldberg, your big mamas and your moo-moos and the big clothes and the raspy voice and sound. Because this is some real shit. When people have like a raspy voice and they're older, you kind of think and it kind of feels like it may be some wisdom coming out this.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately for her, it's not.
It's not. But let's just be real. Like some tonalities, some ages, and some like the way people speak, you be like, okay, the motherfucker might know what they talking about because they got the raspy.
I know a little
voice,
something.
You know what I'm saying? Like even when you go to church, like how the pastor starts, got the old pastor in there, he started whooping and and the deep voice, and you might know he talking about, but then you start reading your Bible.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that.
Next to God, and this ain't even in the Bible. You start, okay, this boy just making up shit as he goes.
Give the Lord a hand clap of praise in this house.
So, like I said, us as people, we idealize the people that's on TV too, because like I said, once again, there ain't no fathers in the household. So you can put a Whoopi Goldberg up here and talk all this crazy stuff with this man that want to act like
TV raised us. TV raises us. Yeah. And they know that. The powers that be know that. They know that whether it's now obviously young people ain't sitting around watching The View, but it's just that same kind of concept that the media, they control the media, they control your thoughts. It's the reason why we can't have common sense conversations without a person like the person that was in here earlier, literally coming in here saying complete nonsense. Then when we check them with factual information, of course, they go right to ad hominem attacks. They go right to, oh, well, what's this dress you're wearing? What's this hair you have? And all this type of stuff. And it's like, but then you give them the opportunity to reveal themselves or whatever. And of course, they don't want to do it. And so that just goes to show the cowardice, the lazy mental, like there's just anything that requires any mental effort, you're not going to do it. And that's why you're getting left behind. I know for some of you watching, if you're Black and you hear this kind of conversation from us, I know that it hits your ear wrong because no one else, well, not no one obviously, but most people don't do this. Most people do not indict Black people because it's taboo to do so, especially Black women. But think about it, Black people, you know, white people definitely can't do it. White people can't say nothing about us. So they're going to be instantly labeled a bigot and racist, this kind of thing. And when Black people do it, we instantly get labeled coons and self-haters and all this type of stuff. But again, like Seth always says, why are we the coons? Why are we the self-haters and not y'all thugaboos? Not y'all women out here with 4, 5, 6 kids by 4, 5, 6 different people.
And what I was going to tell you, we need to make a segment, Coon of the Week.
Oh, that would be fun.
Coon of the Week should always be like, if we do a Coon of the Week segment, it got to be some baby mama shit or somebody getting killed or just some shit like that. These would be actually coon behaviors.
That needs to go on TikTok.
We need to, right. We're not the ones out here killing people. We're not the ones out here hurting people. We're not the ones out here, you know, making people baby mamas and baby daddies. And we're not the one out here selling drugs to our community. No. We're not the ones out here telling you to go raid and loot stores and steal TVs because the nigga got killed over here 200 miles from where you were, but you gonna loot your neighborhood and burn it up and stuff because you want a new TV and trying to act like you doing it for a good cause.
Act like you're doing it for a good. Seth is married with 2 children, 2 boys, no less, and they are. I just saw them today. They are some of the most, not even some of the most, because I work with kids. I know kids are bad. They are the most respectful children in their age groups that I have ever seen. So, you know, between the Black love, the Black family, then like I'll tell you guys all the time, the studio that we're in now, this is says that he created from, you know, everything in here is his vision. And I say all that to say, of course, it's my friend. I like to speak well of him, but I also want people to know that when you try to find fault in people who are doing good things, it just reveals how miserable you really are, how miserable and low vibrational you are. Like where it's like you're trying to attack people. That's satanic. Right. When you try to attack the truth, when the truth burns you that bad to the point that you don't want people to say it. It's one thing if it's uncomfortable. The truth can be uncomfortable, but not to the point where you don't want people to say it. They want to silence us. They don't want us to get this word out.
Right. There, what Darius said, that's true. He said it'll be 200 murders in Birmingham. Then everyone want to march about one white man. Shaking my head is dumb. And that's crazy because, like I said, we broke the record. Birmingham broke the record last year for murders.
And is on pace to break it again this year.
That is crazy. And we don't see no Black Lives Matter nowhere.
I ain't seen Ben Crump. I ain't seen Al Sharpton.
Right.
Where y'all at?
It's
been 5 days. Where y'all at?
We ain't gonna see them. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how they still following Al Sharpton. And this nigga was 14 when Martin Luther King got killed.
Oh
he was
my God.
14 years old. Martin Luther King got killed. So that let you know for the longest, this nigga ain't did shit. He ain't changed nothing. And I don't understand how you support Costco's because they support DEI instead of taking all those lovely Black people to a Black-owned business.
And then when they went, they ain't even buy nothing. It was so embarrassing. Like they brought like, let's just say 50, 100 people, 100 people. And they all just perusing the store, getting their photo ops and on social media. Look at us in Costco. But Costco's like, hey, you know, we're glad y'all here. But the point is for you to patronize the business to show that you're supposed to be supporting this type of business. And they ain't even buy it. They had to tell them, like Al Sharpton and them had to be like, okay, y'all, make sure you buy something. And that just goes to show Black people in a nutshell always want something for nothing. That was hilarious.
I would have been scared seeing them that many niggas come in my store.
Man, what? I would have been like, bro, look, hey, somebody else run the store today.
Yeah, I'd have been terrified.
Because I don't know what y'all got going on.
I know there's a couple pistols in there. I know there's a couple people finna take
some weed, somebody, and just all because Costco is very. Because between Sam's and Costco is the bad B. Costco, yes, it's like the difference between Walmart and Target. Like Costco,
better than Sam's.
The pizza's on par. Okay, the pizza's on par.
That's why I go.
But Costco is when I tell you running circles around Sam's, especially the one here, the one in Hoover. Yeah, like the Sam's in Hoover is like it's ghetto. Like
Sam's Club, I ain't never been to it.
Yeah, Sam's Club used to have a little prestige to it, but I believe they started hiring just a few. You have some black folks at your establishment, okay? I want black people to have jobs, but I know
if it's more than three,
if it's more than about three, it's just too many.
Yeah,
I don't know why y'all. I don't know why y'all
bad,
like it.
but when you nigger it up,
tell me we lying.
When you nigger it up, it's going downhill.
Tell me we lying.
So the last video before we get up out of here, I'm finna play it for y'all, and I want y'all to tell me when y'all watch this video how y'all feel.
This is my blind reaction.
Her blind reaction to this. So she ain't never seen this. So, and this one we might start doing blind reactions to shit too, because I think that'll be dope too. But I'm gonna play this video. Let's go. Okay, so this is Jazz blind reaction to this. So the song that was playing in that background too,
because I couldn't hear it,
is Jeremiah's. When I in the morning when I think about you.
I love that song.
I love it so, but it's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate.
I want to fuck you all the time. And they dancing to this, and then you see they got the fruit in the background dancing too. He back there too dancing.
Oh, the fruit cup. Okay.
What do you feel? How do you feel about it?
So,
how do you feel about the dance? Do you just
me
tell what you think?
I actually really enjoy majorette dancing, but I think it's because every time I see women who do majorette dancing, they're always like so nice looking, like they're always so fit, because that type of dance does require like a lot of like muscle control and this kind of thing. So I guess maybe that's the connection I have to it. And I do appreciate dance, but I don't like, and specifically for majorette, even though I like majorette, I don't like when the young girls be doing it. I don't like that. It's cringe. I don't like to see nobody under college age doing majorette dancing. I don't want to see 10, 12-year-old girls doing the move. I'm sorry. I don't want to see that. And I dang sure don't want to see I don't care if he was a high school boy or a grown man, whatever. I don't want to see no boy doing that stuff. And Alabama State, let me tell you, the second that y'all let a boy on that Stingettes team, the second you do it, I will never watch another one of your performances again. Now, you got to have some sort of something about yourself sometimes. You got to say, this is the limit. Now, because I watched a little tryout that y'all had the other day, and there was a boy at that tryout. Now, folks in the comments said that he didn't.
Do coordination for this thing yet.
Really? Oh my God!
I try to get on the come on my podcast.
She should. She could teach me a little move, a little 1-2 for the 3 5. But everyone in the comments said he didn't have on a number, so they said that he wasn't really auditioning. He was just there. I hope that's true, because. And to Ced's point, which I'm sure is the whole point, he showed me the video. This is at a high school, people. They're playing Jeremiah, a song talking about I will F you all the time. This is exactly what we are talking about.
The people in the background cheering them on.
Yeah.
It's like we just support the generous stuff. I would not want to see my daughter grinding, gyrating with this gay nigga in the background and the music that's playing. The seductive nature, flipping her. This is literally stripper behavior.
Oh, it's quite literally stripper. Majorette dance is very, very stripper-esque.
Yeah,
it is.
Like I said, and I get it. It's supposed to be a certain type of dance. Like when I think of majorette dance, I come up. It wasn't what it is now.
Because to be fair, it was not always quite this seductive. Right. A lot of it might have been like the bucking, as they call it.
That's what I grew up on. It was more bucking, more fast shaking, and popping your ass. Like that was the thing. But now it's all slow and sensual and sexual. And you know what it's trying to entice and what feelings it's trying to induce in a person. Exactly. So when I see this going on at the high school level, it's like, y'all wonder why teen pregnancy is so bad. Y'all wonder why we promote this type of stuff, this degenerate stuff. Y'all wonder why a lot of these boys feel okay being gay because y'all out here promoting the fruit and he out here getting
promoting the fruit.
I'm just saying y'all promoting the fruit and he out here doing what he does, and now the other dude's like, well, he's getting a lot of stuff. Maybe I should just come on out the closet and shake and gyrate my Peter Walker.
Being a masculine man is hard. Being a masculine man is hard, and it requires a lot. And I think a lot of times the seeds start being planted when those young men just don't feel like trying to rise to the occasion. They don't. And in the Black community, specifically like the hood, as we might say, some of those dudes might do that because they think it's safer for them. They might think, if I'm more feminine, prissy, hang out with the girls a lot more, maybe these men won't see me as a threat. I don't hang out with little JJ them. I'm over here with Christina and them. We doing dances. We uploading TikTok dances. You know what I'm saying? And that's just sad, obviously. But I think of course I don't know, but I think that maybe that's a part of it.
Crazy. That should be on the shirt, promoting the fruit.
Oh yes, promoting the fruit. Like, I don't know why, but that hit so hard.
Yeah, it's sad that I see this and I thought instantly, like,
yeah, you know somebody that makes merchandise. We really should start putting our little sayings on stuff.
Yeah, I do know people. Well, we should. Like I said, Darius said he's gonna get his mama to make me a shirt one time. I still ain't seen that shirt about the Cootie Pop shirt, but first of
all, don't be calling Darius out.
I'm just saying, he's been talking about the merch. I'm just waiting on the merch, and I'm waiting on him to come to the house because you're supposed to wash my car 2 months ago.
Darius, not you being a typical Black person.
Yeah, flaking on me and stuff like that. So I had to wash my car myself.
And why you won't come on the show? Period. Like, come chop it up with us.
It is what it is. You know, people go watch from far. He supports us, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, sure.
He does support. So I guess.
But you can still chop it up with us, though. I think that would be a good time because
he's called in a couple times before.
He has called in. Okay,
he's called in. So that's
I guess not everybody likes being in front of the camera.
Yeah, he say be busy. Like, I ain't gonna stop no man from getting money.
Heck no.
So like I said, y'all call in while y'all doing your thing, But like I said, I get so tired of seeing like stuff like this, and then we wonder why all these, like, when you find out 60% of young girls have like a molestation story.
Jesus,
that's crazy. 50% of young boys got a molestation story.
Oh, did you see Jonathan Majors? I don't know how I forgot to. We'll have to talk about it later because it's too deep. But Jonathan Majors did recently come out and say that he was molested by men and women in his childhood. Several. He said that. I don't know what interview he was doing or whatever, but Tasha K posted it, and I'm just like, Jesus, that is so sad. And people just be so.
Just think about all the people that Kevin Gaines came out and said the same thing.
And it would explain his hypersexuality.
Mike Tyson came out and said the same thing. Like, it's so many people that have come out and said they have been molested as a child.
That goes to, but notice he said women and men that did this to him. There's always this perception that women are safer, like how they love to just give like custodial rights or whatever to the woman. Oh, the woman should be with the child, and not even knowing that. Sure, but sometimes women are predators.
Well, in 2023, they said women have more incidences where they've been like the sexual predator than men.
What?
Yep, and the CDC released that in 2023, women have more like sexual nature than men. People are starting to report, like, you got to think about it. How every day you get on the internet, you can see 10 cases of female teachers having something with a boy, getting pregnant by their students or something like that. I even on my TikTok page, I got predator the other day. The way I've been going down doing women that have been getting caught with students.
Oh God,
it's a bunch of them. One of them, she only got 4 years. 4. Now, if a man do what she did, got pregnant. Like, one of them was so crazy. This lady. Okay, so the dude's family was illegal.
Okay,
his mama had to come back to El Salvador or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the teacher, he stayed with his uncle. His uncle's gonna move out of state, but he didn't want to move schools. So the teacher called the mother, and asked, could the student stay with her?
Mm-hmm.
She agreed, which I always think is weird, but the mother agreed. Whatever, I guess because it's America. You think you're getting a better life.
Look, my
America,
kids
right?
ain't gonna be with nobody but me.
Right. So while the student is staying there, course, the teacher is sexually assaulting the student, going to school and all this stuff. She ends up getting pregnant by the student.
How old are we talking?
Like 13.
Oh,
yeah, like this is like these women ain't playing. Like it's a lot of like you can Google right now teacher and sexual assault, and you will see 10 new cases every day. They slow up during the summertime because of course everybody's out of school.
Out of school.
School, as soon as school come back in, you just see them. But boom, boom, boom. They come, and what the problem is, it has to be addressed. It has to be some type of psych evaluation. It has to be some safe spot. And a lot of fathers that are in their children's life had to tell y'all young boys, it's not a badge of honor that these old ladies are having sex with y'all. It's not cool.
Please tell them that.
Even though, and just to be real, I've been a horny teenager where I've seen my teacher in the 7th or 8th grade with all that ass standing up at the board and just be like, "Ooh, I fuck the shit out of Miss Willis or Miss Taylor or whatnot." I get it. That's what you think because those are the only women really that are shaped like women. So when you see, a lot of you might have a few girls in your 7th or 8th grade class but you see actual women with all these titties, all this ass, these hips, just curvy as fuck, just standing up there, tight ass pants and shit like that. You're like, damn, like Willis looking, you getting turned on, your hormones raging. Because you gotta look, you ain't looking at just the girl next to you, she shaped like you.
I've been saying 7th, 8th grade, she still shaped like you.
Mosquito bite. So you ain't really looking at that, but Miss Willis came in, her nipples hard through the damn shirt.
All right now.
Ooh, girl, yeah. Give me a chance, Miss Willis.
That
Willis,
was not happening.
Yes. And then we were Miss Willis called you to the board. Miss Willis, I gotta take a ride up today.
Oh my God! I do not want to hear about this.
Willis, then you change classes, then you're home. But like, man, why you ain't get up? You know the answer to the question. Man, me Willis know my dick be hard as hell.
She does not know that.
With me. She know my dick hard as hell. She know I can't get up in the middle of the class and write on the board. No,
right on the board.
We can't do this. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to be real about a lot of stuff. Fathers, you got to tell your sons that it's not a badge of honor. It's not cool. That lady is a predator.
Yes.
She's a predator. That woman is a predator. And we got to drive that home that this woman is a predator. She likes underage people. And you have to also put in your son's head that if the roles were reversed, if a man did it, he would get a harsher sentence and understand that this is not a joke. This is not to be played with because there's another case where the father knew about the son sleeping with the teacher because he went through his son's phone, found out they were having correspondence, seeing naked pictures of the teacher in the son's phone and stuff like that.
That is insane.
And the daddy didn't say anything. The daddy didn't say anything because most people, they don't get a lot of vagina or pussy or whatever. They always look at it as it's a fantasy. And you be like, oh, my son actually sleep with his teacher. A lot of people think that. I would never think that, but I know a lot of men because I've seen other podcasters say, hey, this woman's a predator. But then I look at the comment section and they be like, oh, you see, men. Yeah. I just wish that my teacher would.
I wish my teacher would have been
do
this.
X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
And then it's like, no, y'all got the wrong mindset. And this is why this keeps happening. This is why a lot of women get away with this. It is a lot of predators out here. A lot of them. And we got to call it like it is. But the daddy ended up going to jail. He ended up going to jail too because he knew about it. He didn't say anything.
He should have because it's like you were literally letting your child be preyed upon by this lady. Like, and so that's something, black, white, or otherwise, that's something we just have. We don't live in a society that values the innocence of children. We all know that the ultimate goal of the alphabet community is to add that P on there.
Right.
Minor
attracted person.
Exactly.
We gotta clean it up for them.
It's like we know that ultimately this is just all perverse and stuff to get to a point where we've accepted so much for so long. We think, well, heck, we said men could be women, women could be men. We said you could chop off a boy's extension to make him into a girl. Right. If we can castrate the kids, surely
they can find and pick who they want to have
sex with. Surely they can have sex with who they want.
So where does it stop? And these are the things when we talk about slippery slope. Most men, when they're ahead of stuff, they try to hedge against what could happen, because I honestly believe women don't have foresight. They only think about in the moment. They don't think 10, 20, 30 years down the line, to where men always have to think, well, what are the ramifications of putting this or implementing these programs, and where will they go when I look down the line? And so that's the issue that we have with a lot of these women, when there's no men actually safeguarding of the ceiling of how far that women's perverseness can go. Because let's be real, a lot of men don't know this, but when it comes to sex, women are way more perversive. Is that a word?
Perverse?
Perverted.
Oh.
Way more perverted than men.
Okay.
I put it out there. Women are way more perverted than men.
What do you mean you stopped caring about kids long ago?
The Catholic.
The Catholic Church has done more to add a P to itself than the alphabet community has. I mean, I think they're all part of the same entity. Like anybody who's attracted to kids, I'm not differentiating between the church and
Right.
just like
all of them are bad.
They're all bad. What's going on, Joshua? I hate that you came on the after because we definitely are about to have to wrap up, but I just want to say that. Let's see. What's the first thing we talked about? Oh, we talked about homegirl with the 7 kids and 4 baby daddies.
Right.
Homegirl, in the event that you see this video, I know you're not pleased with the things that I have seen, and that's okay. But please, I beg of you, do not have another child so you can add another $400 to your monthly food stamp stipend. We know you're selling the stamps. Are you selling them at 70%? These days, people aren't even doing 50% no more. They're selling them at like 60, 70%.
Oh, damn.
Who would buy food stamps? Why would I give, if you're going to give me $100 worth of food stamps and I'm going to give you $70, that ain't no deal. This is free money for you. This is something you did nothing to actually earn except for literally lay on your back, sis.
Right.
Like, get it together. Stop buying them kids Takis and hot Cheetos, because I know that's what you're buying them. Because the rest of the money, like I said, from the food stamps, you just probably selling so you can get your hair done with the bad, what's it called? The baby hairs, the edges. So just stop doing it. To thank Demise, again, in the rare event that you see this video, it would be in your very best interest. You say you are on a weight loss journey. You said you've already lost 80 pounds. That's insane that you've ever already lost 80 pounds and still 500. But you're moving in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction. Don't try to get in nobody else Honda Civic. Now, who else we talked about? Michelle Obama.
Stop the podcast.
Stop the podcast.
If you ain't gonna take it down.
If you gonna literally just be just a person with a podcast, you're not gonna talk about anything interesting. Also, take your brother off of there. Just take him off there. I'm telling you, honey, it's the freak show stuff.
I hate looking at him.
That's what I'm saying. It's something about it's not giving. Everyone does not have. He says she weighs yeah, she weighs the same as the car she tried to get in. And go sit there trying to make that man feel bad.
That's sad.
But you know, my last point. Don't promote the fruit. Don't promote the fruit.
Oh, don't promote
the fruit.
Hey, we're gonna start saying it. Don't promote the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm getting a shirt.
You're getting a shirt. Maybe Darius will make us. No more shots at Darius. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna say this. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Political Ransom channel. If you're watching, y'all make sure y'all go over to my channel, Political Ransom. Make sure y'all subscribe to it. Also, follow me on TikTok. I've been on TikTok a lot more lately, and my TikTok has been going up.
Jumping.
I've been doing some 50-50. I did a 50-50 video, and that junk is getting a lot of views right now. It's garnering a lot of attention because people, like I said, the 50-50 conversation could have been dead a long time ago because people keep comparing what Granddad and them did. But like I said, y'all need to go there and watch that video. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all once again. It's always a pleasure being with Jay, the Chill Out Jay podcast. Y'all make sure y'all always like, subscribe, share the video on both channels. Anything else you guys say?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Of course, to anyone that's on my channel, the Chill Out Jay podcast, but also people that are on Political Ransom. I hope you subscribe to my channel as well. It's always a pleasure to work with Said. We said that we would start doing this more often, and dang it, we kept our word. So, as my channel, I have exclusive membership. So if you ever would like to give me a specific video request, all you have to do is join the channel membership. It's just $4.99 a month. You join the Discord. You can send me messages in the Discord. Tell me what you want me to talk about. Baby, I got you. In the rare event that you see me wrestling with a grizzly bear in the forest, for God's sake, help that bear. And after you do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tap the bell notification. Don't promote the fruit. And I think that's about all I got.
It's Political Ransom, and we gone.